Okay, just a very quick video on why these silly little socket inserts are not usually recommended by professional electricians, and many people would argue that actually they should be banned outright, or perhaps legislation introduced to bring product standards. So the first thing to note is you can't actually get them out with your fingers like you would a plug, so you've got to use a tool. Now this is an insulated screwdriver. The circuit is actually live, but this is a property I rewired myself, so I'm pretty confident I'm not going to hurt myself. I need to jam a screwdriver in there to get that out, so that in itself could be dangerous, or I could end up breaking the socket, or indeed this thing. Now these things are made of flimsy rubbish plastic. Sometimes it's over brittle. There's all sorts of different versions of them. Here's another one. This one's sort of completely different size again, because they're not actually made to any standard that we accept in this country as being a proper product. You can see it hasn't got a BSEN number on it or a CE mark. BSEN stands for British Standard and European Norm. So these days, now that we're not in the Union, it would be acceptable just to have a BS number. But an EN number is also acceptable at the moment, because we're still using lots of things from back in those days. Now the idea with these is they're supposed to go in there and prevent your children getting their fingers in that socket. Now they've done tests with probes the same size as an infant's finger, and you cannot get your fingers inside a UK socket, even if you're a little one. Now the reason why we really like our sockets in this country, and why lots of other countries have tried to adopt them and do adopt our sockets, is because if I come down here, you can see just inside there are in fact guards. That's actually preventing me getting anything inside that socket. Now, those guards will only open if you stick something in the earth, and as you can see now I've gained access, and if I do it just right I should be able to get a voltage off this. If I switch it on, there you go, 240 volts. But with that blocked, I can't get anything in there, not at all. This thing on the other hand is literally a tool to open that guard. What if a child decides to stick it in upside down? That's just opened up the guard. You can get things in there. See? If I put it in the live one, should be able to get a voltage. There you go. Also, I've come across a lot of these in the past where bits have broken off inside the socket, leaving these two guards permanently open. I've also come across one before where it was so badly made that putting it in actually cracked the socket. And it's pretty clear that if these things are doing things like that, they're genuinely not safe. So I would throw these in the bin and trust the fact that you genuinely can't get anything in there unless the earth there has been pushed in already. And that's the reason why on a UK socket the earth pin is longer than the live and neutral, so that you're always earthing it first. There we go.